Going on, world? This is another edition, another session of What's Now with yours truly, John Marshall. And I have two very special guests in the building with me today. One of the pioneers that changed the mixtape game in hip-hop forever, and he's changing it again, and one of the official DJs of the Live Mixtape platform. I got Pesh in the building, a.k.a. Alpesh, one of the founders and one of the partners of Live Mixtapes. And I got my boy DJ Presidential, one of the official Live Mixtape DJs of Live Mixtapes. What's going on, fellas?
What's the word? What's good?
Hey, man, everything is good this way. I appreciate y'all coming up here, man, and just kicking it with me for a little bit, spending a little bit of time with your boy. Appreciate that. Let's just get right into it, man. All right. Pesh, let's start with, let's go back in time. Let's go back in time, because I like people to know where you came from and how you got to where you are. So let's start with the history, man. How did you fall in love with this industry, this game? Give us a little bit of background on how you turned into the Pesh that everybody knows, bro.
Yeah. Wow. Let's take it back.
Let's take it back.
Way
man.
back.
Yeah,
right?
There we go.
I grew up, we'll fast forward, but I've always been a DJ. I grew up DJing. My brother was a DJ.
Okay.
So I'm first generation American. My family's from India. My brother, mom and dad always working, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night at the job, overtime, right? Mm-hmm. American hustle. So my brother is taking care of me. He's 13 years older than me.
Okay.
So you ever seen In Living Color?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where like the guy does everything. He's like the doctor, he's the cook, he's the janitor. That was my brother,
That's
right?
big bro, yeah.
Like, so he really took me under his wing, made sure that I wasn't messing up.
Mm-hmm.
I was just focused on, my studies and just being a kid, right? So I was oblivious to everything as far as what reality was around me, because my brother made sure that it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I saw him in the house, naturally playing music. So the vinyls came out, started hearing Michael Jackson. My brother actually took me to go see Michael Jackson.
Wow.
And
not many people can say, man, that
absolutely.
they have been able to
I'm talking about real Mike,
experience
too.
Mike. Oh,
I'm talking about real Mike.
Okay.
Moonwalking Mike, I was 7 years old, Richfield Coliseum.
And it's burned into, I bet it's burned into your memory.
It was one of the greatest things. My brother, I owe him everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really grateful, but so he got me into DJing.
Okay.
Long story short. So I started DJing, burning CDs, doing all that.
Oh, man, not the burning CD era. The
burning CD.
LimeWire,
that
shit was Kaza,
and
Napster.
Napster,
man.
Yeah, absolutely. So all that, right? And then, got into college. I remember in college, I just always had this
Where'd you go to school?
So I went to Akron.
Okay.
University of Akron.
Cool.
Then I went to Kent State.
Gotcha. All right.
I got my degree online.
Cool.
So I didn't graduate from those places.
Gotcha.
Shout out Ohio.
Hey, absolutely.
So we're from Cleveland, Ohio, based out of Cleveland, Ohio. It's DJing, and started DJing these clubs, and then got into burning. Take that back. So we were burning these CDs, right, in the colleges, in the college dorm rooms. I had a line built up, and I was bootlegging CDs essentially.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I get the pass because it's way past the bootlegging
the
days.
stipulation. What do they call it?
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I know you're talking
I was about to say jurisdiction.
Yeah,
but it's not definitely the jurisdiction. But whatever. I get the leniency on it, right?
Right.
So I get the pass. But so I was burning all these CDs. Had basically everybody and their mother coming to get CDs. It was like you get 4 CDs for $20, but you get the 5th one free. You know what I mean? Everybody lined up, walking out with 5. It didn't matter what it was. They had them. Brand, Now,
were you taking like special requests, like you could say what you wanted, or were you burning like your own mixes?
What was the actual? Because remember, like the albums would leak.
Right. Yeah.
But nobody knew how they would leak, but they would always leak. So we had, I think they were FTP servers. So I'm Indian, but I'm not IT.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel, who actually founded Live Mixtapes, and we'll get into that, but Daniel, who started Live Mixtapes, would probably know way more about this, but I think it's like FTP servers or something like that. I think that's what it's called.
What, file transfer protocol?
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I
all
know
right, John, look at you.
Man.
Okay, John's over here playing coy.
I was burning the hell out of them CDs back in the day too, man.
So yeah, we were just tapped in, burning these CDs, and then you progressed. During that time, I was also DJing. I was DJing at a teen club, so naturally I was a freshman in college. So before that, obviously I was a teenager, high school. So I was DJing at this teen club. The owner of the teen club ended up owning all these bars. But his bar was a teen club on Saturday night, on Friday nights and Saturday nights. And then every other night was regular 21 and over, right?
Right.
But it's in the suburbs of Cleveland. So it's a city in the suburbs of Cleveland. But the teen night, boy, we got that jumping.
I know you did.
Right?
I know you did.
And when we're talking, like, I'll let Prez talk about DJ mixing and all that because I haven't mixed forever. But let me just tell you that I can take records and we'll play some Indian music, mix in some reggaeton. You won't even know what's going on, but that was us, right? Like
that's real DJing.
Then you'll hear like the hottest, record, whatever it is during that time, and it was gonna drop, right? And so we're doing these crazy parties. I get into the DJing aspect of it where I'm now really wrecking shop at this teen club, right? But it's still something because, like, I didn't know what it was at that time, but I still felt like I was a fucking man. This place was like 1,000 teenagers.
I was about to say, what was the capacity? You busting like 1,000,
it was
1,200, like
it was packed, bro. And it was sweaty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Those were the good times.
The windows fogging up. You know what I mean? Like, it's,
oh man,
you get what I'm saying? Like, like the youth. You know what I mean?
Man.
Like, where it was a teen club. So I don't know what happens right now, and everybody be smart. Like, do what you're supposed to be doing, but it was definitely a great time back then. But the club owners, they owned other clubs. They were successful businessmen, and so when they started owning other clubs, they started doing hip hop night or whatever. They're like, "Yo, Pesh, you're doing our teen night. Why don't you do our Thursday night college ID night?" I'm like, "Okay, cool." You know what I mean? So we slowly slide in. So now I got this dude's Thursday night jamming, and it's a way bigger spot. It's like 5 times the size of this, right? So now this place is jamming how crazy this place is, right? So I got this place booming. Well, on a Friday night, they're actually doing hip-hop night, and it's sponsored by the radio station, Z1079.
In Cleveland?
In Cleveland.
Yeah, that's Radio 1.
Yeah,
gotcha,
absolutely. So Z1079 is they're doing the radio, Friday
live
night.
Broadcast
live broadcast Friday night.
I already know.
And so, I'm a fanboy because I'm listening to the music and I'm critiquing, like, man, this DJ sucks, like, right? Whatever. And there was a DJ on the radio. His name is Joey Fingers, right? And so I'm hearing Joey, and I'm like, it's in Cleveland, and so Cleveland's not that big, right? So if you're on the radio, it's not like LA where I don't know how many mixers are on LA, but
tons,
right? But
if you're on in Cleveland, everybody know you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, right. You're on the radio, right? So there's this guy, Joey, that's doing Friday nights, and so I end up meeting Joey, and we end up hitting it off, and just like becomes like really close with me, and next thing you know, he's doing the Friday nights. I've got the Thursday nights.
The college
ID nights.
Right? Okay.
But he's got the rap night going, and it's just booming. There's a promoter by the name of Quincy over there in the way marketing, and Quincy would always put us on. But he knew, he was like, "Yo, Pesh, why don't you host my shows?" Because I would always rock the mic.
Okay.
So that was another thing. I was like the Indian Fat Man Scoop before Fat Man Scoop. Well, I don't even know if it was before, but maybe it was during. I don't know. But I was the Indian version.
You was in the shit, Pesh.
Regardless.
You was getting
I was
it.
on that mic, talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? Rocking a party, right?
I love it.
And so it's catching on. We did, for example, the owner of this club, when LeBron's rookie year getting into the league, he did his birthday party. So when he turned 19, I think he came in
at that club.
So that was when it was huge.
Oh my God,
Justin Timberlake was there, like Beyonce, or not? It was Beyonce.
All
Jay,
in Cleveland.
All in Cleveland. And like you had never seen this shit in Cleveland. Right. So I remember they were showing like our private airport, like all the PJs flying in. They're like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like, but everybody and their mother was there, right? Just Blaze was hosting it. Right, he was hosting this event, and Just Blaze is just like, "Yo, Pesh," or I'm sorry, he was DJing, and I was supposed to open up, and the club owner's just like, blah 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 blah. I want this type of music at this time. Beforehand he was trying to like set the stage because it was like a really big night.
Right.
So, and I'm like, bro, this is not it. This is not the time. This is Just Blaze. You know what I'm saying? Like, Just Blaze.
Oh, he was trying to tell this to Just?
Well, he was trying to, and I'm like, yo, bro, you should talk to me.
Yeah. Let Just do his thing.
Yeah. I'm like, let me, but he doesn't know, right?
Right.
But, and he's just thinking like, whatever. I paid you, show up, do your job, you're getting your paycheck.
Typical ownership.
Yeah, exactly, right? And so you fast forward, great night, but that really launched the opportunity, Quincy allowing me to host shows.
Okay.
Work with artists, Joey having the access to the artists, and then doing these parties. I'm now hosting these events, hosting them for like the biggest artists in the game. They're coming to the city. We're doing their shows. You know what I mean? So that's how we really got into the DJ aspect of it.
Okay.
And then, you fast forward down to 2006 and LiveMixtapes.
Man, that's so dope. So you have real stripes and skin in the game before the live mixtape era even hit. You were really, you know what I'm saying, in those Cleveland streets, man. You just, everything you're saying just brings back memories for me when I did my first live broadcast at Deja Vu 2 on Campbellton Road here in Atlanta, because this is my home right here. Yeah. And just the team parties we used to do, man, and during the whole dance movement and all that stuff. So it's very nostalgic for me. So that's where it started from, and then we fast forward up into live mixtapes. Now, before we get there, I want to go to Presidential. How did you get started into this game, man? Give the people your background and where your stripes come from.
Okay. My background comes from, man, I'm originally a drummer, man. You feel me what I'm saying? I've been a drummer for a while, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm versatile, you know what I'm saying? I've been versatile. I grew up in New York, raised in Queens/Bronx, because I was not a kid who paid much attention. So I got kicked out the school borough in New York. So I had in Queens. So I had to go stay with my aunt in the Bronx. And you know how that ended up, man. So that shit was crazy. So long story short, I moved down here, and I just been like, I always been into music, man. You know what I'm saying? And long story short is, like I said, man, I always pursue my dream. Like I said, I love my music. I love my craft, what I do, man. And like I said, I grew up listening to live mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coalition DJs who I'm with.
Big shout out to Coalition, man.
I grew up listening to these mixtapes, man. Inspired by these mixtapes, man. So long story short, man, 2008 and 9, man, I had my daughter, so I was a single father. And I had to kind of chill down and work, and you know how it is, man.
Hey, man, I got a little 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old daughter, man. Girl dads, man.
Yeah,
girl
man.
dads.
So shout out to the real ones.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely. Shout out to my son too.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I got 2 of them things.
Hey,
man.
shout out to my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
You got none?
I got a dog.
Okay, hey, cool. Shout out to the dog.
Shout
out to the dog.
Shout out to
the Valerian.
Hey, you heard? Shout out to that. But yeah, man. So basically, man, during that process, man, I actually was diagnosed with cancer, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. So that time I had to shut everything down and take care of my health. Because health is wealth, right?
Man. Absolutely, bro.
So that time I had to take a break, man, and battle cancer and treat that and beat it, man. You know what I'm saying? I was lucky to beat that.
Hey, I'm talking about, come on, bro.
So, hashtag, like I said, we don't deal with
cancer, man.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah, straight up.
I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying?
You can say it, baby.
Okay.
It's my house, baby. You
yeah,
good.
man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people, because tell you the truth, one thing I learned, man, is, there's a lot of things we don't appreciate in life, man. You know what I'm saying? We drive by a hospital, whatever the case might be, man, and we don't realize what they going through inside, looking outside in the world. So, that taught me a lot. And it teach you, what's valuable in life.
I know you see life differently now,
man. Tell you the truth, I passed away. They had to resuscitate me and bring me back. Yeah, man. So I basically transitioned, man, and I could honestly tell I'm not the same person. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be after something like that.
and tell you the truth, I'm more what you call it, more careless, more confident, and know who I am and my purpose. Carefree.
Yeah.
Carefree, there you go. And yeah, man, like I said, man, and after I beat that, man, I was actually in my boy Smoke Shop, he was going on vacation. So he's like, yo, Prezi, can you come up in here and watch it? Because I can't really find someone who's dependable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I working in there, man. And guess who walks in? Fucking Sean Paul, man. You feel me what I'm saying? You shout out to Sean Paul, Youngbloods. You already know.
Absolutely, man.
And Sean Paul's
real
like
A-Town legend.
Yeah,
man.
you already
Straight
know.
Up, man.
You already know. So Sean Paul comes in and goddamn, you know, we started talking and he's like, yo, Prezi, you back out? And I'm like, yeah, what's goody? You know what I'm saying? So long story short, man, I do Wolf Creek Amphitheater Funk Fest in 2019. You feel me? So that's when I'm officially back out, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Going at it because I always thought about, yo, if I do something, I'm gonna go straight for it. I'm not gonna half step it.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah.
So that's what I suggest everyone, man. If you're gonna go at it, man, just know what you gotta sacrifice. You feel me what I'm saying?
Do it right. And do it as big as you possibly can, or else don't do it at all.
Don't do it at all.
Because somebody like me finna come and take it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do
I'm coming.
Exactly.
I'm coming.
And the key is, man, like you gotta be determined and you gotta know that you're gonna lose a lot of close people on the way, in the journey, man. Because a lot of people gonna expose themselves. You feel me? You're gonna see like a lot of people who's surrounding you is not your biggest fan. But the people who you don't know is your biggest fans,
love you.
man. That's
they
crazy, man.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Especially in this industry,
yeah,
too,
man.
This industry more than anything.
Yo, man, one OG told me one thing, man, and it still tells me there's two things he told me, man. He's like, full quarter is better than 100 pennies. All right? Keep your circle tight.
Because if you have 100 pennies, that's heavy.
That's
you know
heavy.
what I'm saying?
That's
Might
heavy.
as well get you 4 people that's worth 25 a pop.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Then 100 people worth 1.
Absolutely.
Because you can tell the difference between a pocket full of pennies and 4 quarters, a pocket full of quarters.
Absolutely.
I'm right there with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
And another thing he told me, man, he's like, man, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna dedicate to something, man, like I said, man, do it with open heart, man. You feel me what I'm saying? Do it from the heart. Do it for the love of it. Don't worry about what's gonna come out of it.
Yeah, the money will
because
come.
money will come, man. Because that's what a lot of people got it mixed up, man. And shout out to the real DJs who's still around, bro. You know, because tell you the truth, in the DJ game, you know, I'm telling you, not a lot of real DJs are out here. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's a lot of press play niggas.
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Press play.
Come
Hey,
on,
shout out.
I'm with you.
Hey, you feel me what I'm saying? Because bro, like when my boy was telling me that day, he was like, "Yo, fam, DJ, like presidential, like you won't believe, man. When I'm in the DJ booth, bro, until you see me, you would understand, man. Like I'm so locked in." You know, I love my smoke. I'm not a responsible drinker, so I don't drink much. So, you know, but when I'm locked in, DJ, man, my boy might pass me the blunt or something, man, but I won't even acknowledge him. I won't even look at him. Like I'm in a different planet, man. That's how I know I'm gifted, man. You know what I'm saying? I came here for a purpose, man.
Absolutely.
You feel me what I'm saying? And how I control emotions with my music, man. You feel me? I'm you know, and the thing is, I started embracing myself. You know why? Because I used to follow, I want to be like him. But end of the day, man, tell you the truth, man, you got to be yourself. And the real one's going to acknowledge that and embrace that shit.
Hey, man, those are wise words from a decent man.
Hey,
you know what I'm
feel
saying?
me? You feel me?
I got you.
And second of all, man, know your worth, man. You feel me what I'm saying?
I got you.
Know your worth, man.
Prez is dropping gems right now, man. These are reels all day, man. Prez is dropping gems.
Yo, because I'm going to tell you, it's testimony, man.
Nah, I love it, man.
Facts,
it's authentic, and I can hear it. It's genuine. You know what I'm saying? And
man.
I like to talk to people and interact with people that are authentic and genuine. I ain't perfect, but I try to be as authentic as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, man. You know, tell you the truth, in life, man, always remember, man, we don't leave with nothing, man. But we live with the essence and the memories, man, of our loved ones, what we did and what we accomplished, man.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
Gotcha.
And always remember, man, shout out to the people who's woke, who's on a spiritual journey, whatever the case might be, right? Just know that, man. If your book ain't clean, you ain't getting shit.
I hear you, man.
Your karma got to be clean, bro.
I feel
and
that.
she going to tax, bro. You feel me what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Once that clear, guess what, man? Whatever you want, that shit's on your front door.
Yeah.
Guess what? You a premium member.
Yeah. I got you.
A day, the day shit. You feel me? What I'm saying?
That's called enlightenment.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. So take me. All right, Pesh. So you DJ, you're hosting, you're tearing Cleveland up, man. So take me to the genesis and the beginning of Live Mixtapes. How did it start? Where did the idea come from? Who was involved? Give people the history lesson behind Live Mixtapes. Everybody knows Live Mixtapes. I guarantee you, everybody has downloaded something off of Live Mixtapes, if not uploaded something on Live Mixtape. But they may not know the history behind it. And this is, 50 years of hip-hop, right? Mm-hmm. So give me a history lesson on Live Mixtapes.
First off, movie coming soon.
Oh, okay, boom. Yeah. You heard it here first.
Hey. We're going to bring this. So we're gonna manifest this right now.
Okay.
We're gonna have a Live Mixtapes movie coming soon.
That's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be like Empire. We're gonna have somebody playing somebody. Your favorite producer, your favorite rapper.
Hey, just look out for your boy, man.
I'm gonna manifest this. I'm putting this out there, so whoever's listening, All
right.
They gotta come to the front. Yeah, lock in, tap in. Let me know. We can bring this together. Do the storyboard or whatever. But
closed mouths don't get fed.
Absolutely.
Man,
but no, so look, it started like this. It's all Daniel Ivins founded Live Mixtapes in 2006, but he was working on this way before.
Mm-hmm.
So Daniel, Joey, going back to Joey Fingers,
right,
my partner, Joey was making these mixtapes for the radio. It was your girlfriend's favorite DJ. All these mixtapes, he would have just whatever they were, El Mafioso, whatever it was, but he was always flooding the streets. He did Eclipse first mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Joey did that. Joey did a whole bunch. He was the first kid from Cleveland on Rhapsody in the Basement.
Oh, okay. That's history.
So
yeah,
that was pretty sweet. But so Joey did some big things. Long story short, though, he was making all these mixtapes. Daniel ended up doing some things. He had to get out to L.A. Or not L.A., I'm sorry, California.
Mm-hmm.
And he was out there working in California. And when he was building Live Mixtapes as a platform, originally when he was in Cleveland, he was with us, arm in arm.
Got you.
Joey, at that time, he's DJing on air. He's also DJing for an artist by the name of Ray Cash.
Okay.
So Ray Cash is moving around, and Joey's, networking, meeting these other DJs. And so the site is now starting to build.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel's brother, Thomas, at the same time, they're brothers. So Thomas is, reaching out however he can. I think at that time it was like Twitter and basically word of mouth.
Right.
Just trying to communicate with whoever you can. So before Twitter, it was definitely a lot of like Joey bringing the tapes and talking to the DJs. Mm-hmm. But then after Twitter, Thomas definitely stepped in.
You're talking about like the physical.
Yeah, actual like the physical tapes.
Uh-huh.
So like bring them. Daniel's uploading them to to the back end, and there isn't some sort of uploading system created yet.
That's
like
good
so,
stuff.
it all came together, right? But while this is going on, Joey's moving around. We're all hanging out downtown in Cleveland, and Joey and Tilla, Joey's roommate's apartment, and so we're all hanging there. And Tilla's one half of the kick drums, so he's a music producer. The kick drums are crazy music producers, Chip, Kid Cudi, everybody in the city. Pooh Gutta, Doughboy. If you had a kick drums beat, it was going. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so kick drums was like the Metro Boomin or Timberland of that time.
Gotcha,
what I mean? And so they're roommates. Joey and Tilla are roommates. We're always downtown hanging out. Dan doesn't drink. He's just on the computer all day long. I call him the Wizard. We all call him the Wizard, right? So this dude's,
just locked in,
doing something on the computer. God knows what. Well, now we know.
Yeah, now we know.
Ta-da. And, so, he's building this stuff. Then he goes out to California.
Mm-hmm.
So now he can't get these mixtapes from Joey. So Joey's got to mail them in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like email or some shit.
Man,
so
mailing physical copies
7
of mixtapes
days,
all the way to Cali.
7 days, 8 days, whatever.
Man.
It might have got lost or something.
Uh-huh.
Then he's uploading them. So it was taking real long. Dan ends up building this backend, Live Mixtapes. And then after a while, Joey's moving around, DJs, networking. Thomas is uploading tapes. And now we have the backbone of Live Mixtapes, the skeleton system. 2006, Live Mixtapes is out, going well. It's us. Pandora is like original streamers. You mentioned somebody before. I forgot who, but who cares? So, that's all occurring as far as these releases go, as far as people releasing music that they're now bringing it to our platform, but it's being streamed. What's happening right now? A whole bunch of music's being streamed.
Yeah, that's really the biggest, one of the biggest ways music is being consumed right now.
So it's kind of going back. It's very secular.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Everything is secular. It always comes back full circle,
itself,
right?
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy how you just...
Yeah. Picking up what I'm putting down, right? So basically, in 2009, we did a project with Waka Flocka, hosted by DJ Techniques. Had Hard in the Paint.
Shout out DJ Techniques, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. And that project, we did the countdown background, did the download button in 2009, and that changed the internet.
Man,
like I'm gonna say that we were the first to do the countdown background on the internet. So we did that with Walk, did that project.
I remember that, man. I literally remember how it looked on the site.
Yeah, countdown, all that. So,
I didn't know that was the first one. That's crazy. I feel like it was so organic, you know what I'm saying, and it worked so well. I didn't know that was the first one, man.
So there that was, and then 2010, somebody by the name of Pluto starts coming out, starts shaking, and even before that, but and c'est la vie, the history is there, right? So then you're fast forwarding. I started coming into the company in 2012. So before that, from 2006 to 2012, Dan's there, Joey's there, we're all there, but we're not with Live Mixtapes at this time. Joey's still doing the DJing thing. I'm in corporate America. I can sell salt to a slug.
Water to a well.
Absolutely. So it doesn't matter what it is, but God gave me the gift of gab. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I was able to host the shows and do whatever. Being Indian, we can go into a trap, and I can leave and go talk to a doctor. You know what I mean? So we're doing all this. I come over in 2012. Everybody comes over. We Voltron up essentially. And then you fast forward, Live Mixtapes history. You guys all know about it. We can talk about anything specific if you guys want, tapes or whatever. But did all those tapes, and it was a blessing. Truly grateful. Grateful for Daniel creating the opportunity. And then Live Mixtapes for what it has done for me as far as music goes, and just hip-hop in general. Even before Live Mixtapes, for 50 years, again, we're first-generation American here. Right. And so... now you fast forward, and I like to say, and I tell Dan this, and Dan is he's very humble. So when you tell him like, it's because of you, Dan, like this is what's going on. He doesn't like that, right? He's just, no, it's not because of me. It's it's the artist, and it is the artist, right? We're just the platform, but
you're the megaphone, man. To,
exactly.
To put it out there.
Absolutely, we are the vehicle,
right?
But our it was a blessing, and it's still a blessing, and so we fast forward now. We pivoted Live Mixtapes in 2021.
Okay.
From being a mixtape platform to the first ever streaming and distribution platform. So we, again, my friends, changed the game. And now we're going to start paying out artists. So before, that's what's been going on for the last 9 years, is you have all these streaming platforms, these major labels, right? And when you go to a streaming platform, what do, right? So, and you guys probably don't know, or the general public doesn't probably know.
Right.
But a distribution company their purpose is to take the content that an artist or a movie company, whatever, somebody.
The product.
The product, exactly. The product. They take the product and then they take it to an end game. An end spot for you, right? A parking lot. In this case, for music, it's Apple, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, the majors, right? The major outlets, the YouTubes of the world or whatever. So that's what all these companies do. Nobody's waking up and going to these said aggregators, these distribution companies to check out new releases. Tomorrow's Friday, so whoever Bad Bunny signed to, they're not going to go to that label, maybe Universal or whoever he signed to. They're not going to go to Universal's website and be like, oh, it's dropping today. You know what I mean? Like what we were saying before, people would wake up and go to Live Mixtapes to see who's coming out. Unreleased section, countdown, background, everything you're saying. All that's been stripped away. right? Now you're going to a $1 trillion company, Apple. You got Spotify. You got the YouTubes of the world. How can they show everybody and their mother that's rapping love?
They
also,
can't.
they've got all genres of music.
Right.
Indian music, so my people are happy. You got Japanese music, K-pop, Christian music, gospel music, instrumentals, country, rock, whatever.
They would overload their
genres and genres and genres and genres. Every week there's something new coming out.
Right.
So it's just you can't. How are you going to basically stay on a fixture of the main page of live mixtapes, right? When any artist would drop, 2 Chainz drops, he's dropping True Religion, he's getting the countdown background, it's getting pushed out there. Well, of course. And then Def Jam comes in and signs them, right? We're the minor leagues, we're bringing the audience. Well, now we're participating with you as far as on the profits, and we're also helping build the traction in the campaign. And so now that's how we truly change the game, because now we're going to pay you out. That's what the issue was, is all these guys are dropping. They're all saying out now, but everybody is saying that.
Right. There's a million out nows every day.
And there is no mirror in return, meaning when I'm looking at it and I'm saying it, it's not being reciprocated. I'm the indie artist. I'm Rich Homie Quan before anybody knows who Rich Homie Quan is, before he drops The Difference Between Me and You. So he's still there doing whatever, and then he has this song and it drops. Now what happens? Well, back then, Rich Homie Quan gets with this guy named DJ Plug and drops a whole project, and then comes with Difference Between Me and You, and I forgot what else was on there, but Quan had bangers. And it's forgetting my mind, but he did a Reloaded project, and he busted like 3 more bangers on there that just shut down shop, right? You fast forward to today, if Quan would have had that one single, it would have been, you get signed, label comes in, give me full project. But you can't use live mixtapes. Now your promo is straight. We need everybody to stream. Go to Apple, go to Spotify, go to YouTube. But how are these kids making urban music supposed to all of a sudden switch their campaign up with no money?
Right.
And now you've given them money, but they didn't get there with the money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you're changing their whole regimen up, and it's going to work for some people. But just because it's rap music doesn't mean that you market everybody the same way.
Right.
Like, you might say something different than the next person. So, okay, does that mean that J. Cole and Future should have the same exact rollout? No.
Probably not.
But they do, essentially, right? Because at the end of the day, it's go to Apple, Spotify. But that's the difference again. You look at the J. Cole. J. Cole has content. He dropped projects on live mixtapes. He has a foundation and a catalog.
It was like the warm-up and all that.
All of it, right?
Yeah.
Fabo, Summertime Shootout. You have all these. Pluto, 2 Chainz. All these guys have Money Man. All these guys have foundation built of a catalog of music content, where now these kids don't have that opportunity. You get that one song, boom, you're signed, and now you're going straight. You're shipped off over here, and it's like going to boarding school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're just trying to play freestyle basketball.
Yeah.
You're just trying to play freestyle basketball. You're just trying to shoot some hoops, and they're like, no.
That's those big labels trying to capitalize off of.
And it's not wrong. Like, I get, you get what I'm saying? Like, look, it's business, and it's worked for them, right? And it's worked for the major labels. And look, by any means, Live Mixtapes wants to be a universal, right? Like, who doesn't want to be Apple Music or whatever? So I am not downplaying or bashing anybody, right?
Gotcha.
But I am confident enough to say that, again, we changed the game, and we're Live Mixtapes, because when we did it in 2006, no one believed us. And 16, 17 years later, we're sitting here, and I'm going to say it again. We changed the game in 17, 20 years later, we're going to sit back, and you guys are going to be like, damn, Live Mixtapes really changed the game again, because we're paying out the art. And not only are we paying out, we're paying out the highest in the industry. So now, using our platform, you're going to make more money than you ever have before.
As a DSP, correct?
As a DSP. So don't look at us like a label. Don't look at us like an aggregator, like any distribution company or a major label. Look at us like a YouTube.
Right.
Or somebody like that, right? Because
Gotcha.
that's what we're doing now. We're putting your content out there, and we're paying you out on the streams, and we have built-in traffic. Every day, people are going to Live Mixtapes. Download the Live Mixtapes app. check it out yourself, and you're gonna be like, shit, it's on.
And man, the minds and the people behind live mixtape, that's a plus as well. Again, no, we're not bashing majors at all, man. Majors, they do their thing. They push the artists. They spend the money, all that good stuff like that. I would venture to say that there would be a little bit more of an intimate feeling working with a live mixtapes. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They get a little bit more white glove, hands-on, kind of treatment.
Absolutely.
For people that really, truly have a passion for the game. And the industry that came up in the game, in the industry. And again, we're not bashing the majors, so majors don't come for me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah. I want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
peace. Peace.
But you get a chance to work with people that have a real passion in the game and not just somebody sitting behind the desk. You know what I'm saying? Looking at a list of 130 artists that they got signed and saying, okay, we're going to press the button on him, everybody else will wait. You know what I mean? Right. So y'all know how the industry goes. Y'all know how the game works.
It is.
Question for you. What's your favorite mixtape? Yeah. And I'm coming to you next, Prezi, so get ready. What's your favorite mixtape? I have mine.
Why don't you go? Because I got to think about it.
Man, Jeezy, man, let's get it. The best mixtape ever,
Trap
man.
or Die?
Trap or Die.
Hey, man.
Trap or Die.
See, you took mine, man.
What mixtape is better than that,
you
man?
You took mine, man. That shit, that definitely caused a wave, and
it changed the way live mixtapes changed the game.
Yeah,
Trap or Die changed the mixtape
Trap
game.
or Die did.
Jeezy
man.
and Drama created some shit, man, that was just... Man, chills to this day, man. Nice. Listen to the whole thing all the way through. That was yours?
Shout out to Drama, man. Shout out to Jeezy, man, for real. Man.
Absolutely, man. They did a dope-ass performance at the BET Awards, too, man. So, yeah, come on with it.
I will say real quick before I say that, I was just thinking, going back to that movie, I wonder who would play Jeezy and Drama and Scream.
Because all these people have to be involved
Future and Waka.
I mean, you essentially got to cast the entire
It's going to be Atlanta. It's going to be sweet. Like, hey,
that is a dope idea, man.
iHeart, let's get behind this. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This could be major.
Out, man. Yeah,
this could be. Watch out, Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like, you want to see Atlanta? Let's go.
Yeah, man. That's gonna be dope. That is gonna be dope, man.
My favorite. I think I'm gonna tell you. This is all right.
You said that yesterday, man, and I know it, but I'm not gonna say that shit. If you change it up, I'm gonna be like, hold up.
I'm gonna say my favorite, right? And I'll give you the context of it too.
All right, cool.
I'll say it is my favorite because I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember all these tapes, so I'll give you a couple of them.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's cool.
I'll give you a couple of just examples of I enjoyed.
Just the influential ones that meant something. You know what I'm saying?
So. Obviously, the Beast Mode Monsters, 56 Nights. Right?
Okay. Oh my God.
All those, right?
Yes.
But I remember, like when we did Beast Mode, I think it was. I was at my apartment downtown, my loft apartment downtown in Cleveland, and I was like working out at like 5 a.m. And we don't listen to the music. So people think like, oh, we get the tape early or something like that. We get to listen to
like
it.
Exclusive.
Yeah, all that.
Everybody, yeah.
No, we were afraid of leaks. And remember, also, you remember the whole, how did the music get on the FTP or whatever it's called, right? So Dan was like, none of that. Like Dan was like, because he's the IT guy. So he's just like, no, we're not, nobody's listening to it, you know. So it was this thing about just trying to listen to it beforehand. So anyway, I didn't get to listen to it until it dropped.
Until everybody else got a chance to hear it.
So the countdown was there. So I remember I got up super early because I'm super excited. And I get up early anyway, so it's, a couple hours earlier. So I go to the treadmill, I start running, and I get done. I listen to this Beast Mode, and it was off the chain.
Right.
But the experience of it was I was still in Cleveland. So I remember that, right? But I'll fast forward to 56 Nights, and we were at South by Southwest. All right. And Pluto did, when 56 Nights dropped, so we had the countdown on the platform. He did at South by Southwest, he did a party for some beverage company. I don't know who it is, but y'all should give Pluto a bag, so I'm not going to mention it. Right? So he did some sort of, for some beverage company, he did this event. Like they hired him, and it was a corporate beverage. It was big.
Okay.
It was a big liquor company. beer company, right?
Oh yeah, that's big.
And so it was like the party, you know, it was this party, and I remember because it's also rapper stuff, so meaning rapper shit. Like, you know how you got rapper time, you got rapper shit. So sometimes music gets turned in, but then the very last second, it's like, yo, I got to take this song out, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. Well, we're in Austin, Texas at South by Southwest right now, right? So there's this event going on, and we've got the countdown and everything set up. And then BK, who's, you know, part of Pluto's team, shout out BK. BK's a man. But BK hits us up, and he's like, yo, guys, you know, I got you guys. You guys are going to come to the show. We're going to slide you in through the side door or whatever. So we're like, sweet. We're running up to the thing. And I don't know if you've ever been to Austin, Texas. South by Southwest. So you know, like how you walk through. And this is the real South by of shit is crazy.
Right.
It is lit.
When that shit was jumping.
We're throwing the Us and Dirty Glove Bastards. We have the About That Life showcases going on. And that was like the highlight. Those in the mansion parties. Our parties and the mansion parties were like the thing for 3 or 4 years in a row. So during that run, we're doing the 56 nights. And countdown's going on. We're walking up. Countdown's still going on. Dan's freaking out.
So countdown's on the website.
It's on the website. He's freaking out because he's not by his computer. Right?
That's the IT guy, man.
And look, and he's not drinking, right?
So he's really freaking out. He's sober freaking out.
He's sober freaking out, but he doesn't like freak out, so you don't see it on his face, right? But he doesn't like, he's got a straight poker face, but he's not freaking out. He's freaking out.
You know, on the inside is like,
I know he's freaking out. I know he's freaking out, right? We're all fucked up. We're all drunk as hell. Yeah,
time of your life.
We're about to go see Future. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucked up. Like, this shit's about to be a party. It's about to be a movie, right? So, and we're going to it's a liquor event, you know? So, like, it's about to be even more. So we go there, countdowns going on. It was sweet. It was a cool experience. Like, on stage, we didn't know that this was going on, but they cued it, the countdown, to be on stage. They didn't have our background or anything, which now I think about it would have been sweet. And you see it coming down, you know, 10, 9, 8, 7. Pluto walks out, and he did the entire 56 nights, open to close.
Damn.
And live. And he just made it. And March Madness to everything. I don't even know the impact of March Madness, right? I mean, like, we knew the impact. I'm just trying to think now, like, because alcohol had a lot to do with it, probably. But, you know, but like, and March Madness, I think, is like track 6 or track 5 on the project. So you get to listen to a couple records before you get to March Madness, right?
That's one of my favorite intros, man. I love the intro to 56 Nights, man.
Yeah, so... You know,
those are iconic. I mean, man, Future,
shout out Esco too.
Yeah, absolutely,
right,
absolutely.
Esco,
because Esco was over. Where was he, man?
He was in Dubai.
In Dubai, right, for the 56 nights. Yeah,
X-rated, DJ X-rated.
Yeah, shout out X-rated, man.
What I heard, Future built him out. Man. Like, you know, dropped the bag, got him out.
Man, those are crazy influential tapes,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? And as a DJ, that's what I say, man. You know what I'm saying? Us, man, we build a relationship with the artist. The real DJ, man, will build a relationship because that's how it is, man. You know, me being a tour DJ with a lot of artists, you know, you gotta, you know, we go through a lot, man. You know,
you get that bond.
You gotta know that. You gotta know. You know,
that's kind of like what's missing right now.
That's what's missing. You're right. The chemistry, man.
You have these
because it's like a relationship, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Pesh, what else you got going on, man? I know you dib and dabble in other stuff too, man. Do you do some management? Do you do...
Used to back in the day.
Okay, back in the day.
Now it's just straight the platform.
Okay.
You know, we have TSO Music Group.
Okay, talk to me about that.
So TSO Music Group is our publishing division of LiveMixtapes.
Okay.
And it's our communication arm of the distribution platforms. So Apple, the Spotify's and everything, TSO Music Group. But before we pivoted TSO to what we're doing today, it was originally a full-service record label.
Okay.
And originally a distribution company. So, you know, we signed artists like Moneybagg Yo's first 2 projects.
Oh, wow.
Came out through us.
Okay.
Famous Dex.
Dope.
From Chicago. Montana of 300 from Chicago. Pee Wee Longway. Bunch of people. President Davo, R.I.P. Davo. Unfortunately, he just lost his life last week. So
damn. R.I.P. man.
Yeah, he's from Baltimore. But President Davo, Max O'Cream from Houston, Texas.
Got a decent roster, man.
Amaretta,
as far as releasing projects. Oh, Amaretta? Okay.
Amaretta from Atlanta. Just a gang of artists. And then we also managed a couple producers. And then we just progressed where we are today. And, you know, we shut down the whole management side of it.
Okay.
To be honest, it's just management's not for us. Like, you need a psychology degree.
Look, man, I have managed a DJ and an artist before, and there's no book that you can read or no experience you can go through.
Shout out to all the
unless
managers.
you actually do that shit, man.
Yeah,
and when I say full-time job, as y'all know, when I say full-time job, when I say you're their therapist, you're their relationship counselor, emotional support, bread sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Shout out to all the managers that are really out there and getting it in, especially the managers that are helping build and bud unrefined talent. You know what I'm saying? Just that raw talent that haven't made it yet. If you're Future's manager, you kind of got shit on autopilot, right? You know what I'm saying? All the bags coming in. If you're Wayne's manager, if you're, you know what I'm saying? If you're LeBron's manager, whatever like that.
Absolutely.
But if you're trying to grow somebody, you're trying to make somebody, man, that's a hell of a job.
I think it's going on, though, right now. Like, you see it because, again, we said it's secular, right?
Right.
So now you've got the next wave of artists coming out. You know, you've got Nico in Jackson, Mississippi, you know, or Young Dread in Florida, or, you know, whoever these are. Presidential's dropping mixtapes. You've got DJs coming back, dropping mixtapes on the platform. Artists are dropping. People are getting distributed. And again, I told you, live mixtapes is going to shake. And it's going to shake to the point where you're going to see it again. Right now, people are lost. And as they're lost, that's cool. They're going to find their way.
Right.
And it's going to be because of people like yourself, the DJs, the producers. But Atlanta's got a lot of talent. It's never gone anywhere.
Man.
Right?
Speaking of people being lost, how do they find live mixtape? Who do they talk to? Who do they need to get in contact with? How do they get their project? You know, how do, if I'm a rapper, if I'm an artist, how do I come to y'all and say, hey, I want to get in business and in bed with y'all? Let's work.
Yeah. So, I mean, real simple. Social media is at LiveMixtapes, LiveMixtapes. My personal social media is at Pesh22, Pesh22. Download the Live Mixtapes app. And then get with your favorite, if not us, you know, contact your favorite producer, DJ, artist, manager, somebody. But come, you know, and come soon because
that is train. This train is
get
moving.
down or lay down, as my man Joey says. Cause it's time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Prez, talk to me about these mixtapes, man. I know y'all busy, you know, gentlemen, and you know I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate y'all, but talk to me about these mixtapes that you got popping and pulling up, man.
Absolutely, man. As far as the mixtapes go, man, tell you the truth, man. Like Pesh says, man, everything goes in a circle, man. And tell you the truth, man, me being a big fan of mixtapes back in the days. And shout out to Pesh, you know, live mixtapes and the shit, man. That really inspired me to do mixtapes, you know. And when I linked up with Pesh, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna drop this mixtape and that mixtape. And listen, man, look, this dude. So this dude is like, yo, Presidential, what's going on? Is this Donda too, yo? Like, it's taking forever.
Well, let me take it back. Let me take it back. Hold on.
What was Dre's album that never came out? Detox?
Yeah. Let me take, so like, we're both Indian, right?
Yeah.
We're both Indian. And so we have, you know, we're different types of Indian, but we're both Indian, right?
Got you.
Yes,
so there's a lot of similarities when it comes to this music, which is Bollywood, right? And when you get into Bollywood, there's a whole bunch of Bollywood. So somebody's going to be like, I know, he doesn't know what he's talking. No, I get it. Chill out. Just calm down.
Y'all relax, man.
I'm dumbing it down a little bit right now. So, you know, he understands he's Indian. We're different types of Indians, so this different type of music maybe that we understand, like culturally. But at the end of the day, to me, some of the Indian music, it's like when I listen to Spanish music, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand Spanish. Like, no, I don't understand Spanish, right? Like, I know my basic,
right.
Thank you. And
He just like Hispanic women, man.
Yeah.
That's
I'm like gracias. And,
that makes two of us.
yeah, I'm like gracias and like, buenos dias and escúchame, and mamacita and dame beso and like the stuff that I'm supposed to listen to. But like, that's it. But if Bad Bunny's playing or something like that, like I said when I was earlier, I can mix in reggaeton and Indian music, not knowing what they're saying, but the beat, right? The vibe, right?
BPMs, man.
So I say all that because this man can mix, right? So I'm painting you this picture because I'm like, yo, Prez, you're Indian. The Indian population is crazy. Hip hop has no boundaries. Hip hop music, because of, I feel like platforms like LiveMixtapes have spread hip hop now universally because of artists like 2 Chainz, Future, or whoever, Weeknd, or whatever's going, Drake.
Right.
That music is now spreading. I'm like, we need to get into this market, but they don't understand how to get into this market. They don't know what mixtapes are because they're like, how do I touch
Embrace
this music?
the culture, basically, man. You know what I'm
like,
saying?
yo, get into this, right?
Yeah.
Like, you got to do this. So this kid's like, yeah, I got you, bro. For 2
there you go,
effing
man.
years,
There you go,
man. 2 effing years. I'm sitting here like, bro, where is this tape?
Where the tape at?
Mind you, while this is going on, I'm watching the rise of Afro beats. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Bollywood is gonna be the biggest hip hop genre in the world. Because of the sheer amount of Indians that are out there.
Numbers. Yeah,
and they're making it right now. When they drop, shit's going like random Pesh out there is getting 1 million views. So it's going, you know what I mean? And
damn, I'm excited about this.
Man,
but it's just like Afro beats or anything else, right? Like
I can see
the world
it
has no
too.
boundaries, right? So in Germany, there's, I'm sure, German rap, and in Russia, I went to Russia with Trapaholics. That's a whole nother story. And they have Russian rap, and everybody has their own genres, and so the DJs can now touch the people and via these mixtapes, you can spread that sound. Go ahead, Prez, because he was supposed to spread this sound.
Talk to me, Prez.
There you go, man. So I always say it's to my people, man. Look, man, you can't rush greatness, man. You feel me? What I'm saying? They look, Pesh. And second of all, man, like with me, man, how I work on my craft, I got to be in the vibe, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll get in character, bro. That's how I make my music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like a method actor.
Yeah.
You know
There've been time that I asked one of my buddies that, yo, man, I need a small person to be in the studio dressed up like an elf because I need that inspiration for a Christmas album, mixtape. And he's like, what is the elf gonna do? I'm like, he's just gonna roll blunts and smoke and just open the fucking doors. That's it, yo. And tell a meme or some shit and sit the fuck back down in the corner, and let me get inspiration, like stuff like that, man. So basically, man, I was going through a lot, but long story short, man, finally I hit up Pesh. I'm like, yo, Pesh, I'm ready, man. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, man, I realized I got ADHD, man. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm like concentrating on something, I'm locked in, So I told Pesh, I'm like, so basically Pesh is like, nah, man, you're not going to drop it this week. I'm like, bro, I'm about to drop it. And I got a lot of projects for you, man. So, yeah, man, within last 4 months or 5 months, I'm about to total drop 14 mixtapes, man, within 4 months. And it's fucking going crazy.
He just dropped the project on the platform.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Tell them about that, man.
It's a classical trap. It's called trapical.
Yeah, so let me tell them about a little bit of that. I basically came up with a name, man, okay? So I was always, a drummer or whatnot, right? And I always loved classical because it calms me down, man. It relaxes you, man. So I basically combined classical with trap music. So I call Trapical. You feel me? So basically, bro, yo, I told him, yo, listen, as a DJ, bro, sometimes I don't want to hear fucking lyrics, bro. I want to just chill vibe, bro.
With the
you feel me?
And just
Family. So
it's cool. It's kind of like a lo-fi beat,
Now you just dropped this, right? So
I just dropped.
So we
yes,
can go
sir.
Live mixtape app
right now, and you
okay.
could see it right now, man.
All right.
Just go comment.
Tell
them
about the Bollywood
share.
coming soon.
Yeah, Bollywood dropping tomorrow, man.
Oh, tomorrow.
Okay. Yes, sir. Bollywood dropping tomorrow.
He's got the countdown in the unreleased
yes,
section.
sir. And you know what's the dope part? Check this out, man. Guess who's on the cover?
Who? Pesh?
Mr. Pesh. Who else with Bollywood, right?
That works perfect.
So let me tell you how. Let me tell you how this
worked.
worked. Let me tell you how this worked out. So I send them. I'm like, yo, man. I'm finally dropping Bollywood because check this out. It's a pattern that I'm dropping as, okay? First, I dropped the Latin track on Cinco de Mayo, okay? Then I dropped the Afrobeat mixtape, right? Then I just dropped the Gangsta Habibi. That's the Arabic hip-hop mixtape, right? Now I'm dropping Bollywood, man.
This music shit is worldwide.
Family. So
worldwide.
that's the thing. I'm embracing my cultures and all the cultures I know in the music, man, because music became boring, bro. People don't improvise, and there's no trendsetters these days. So being Pesh, being everyone else, man, you know, that's what we do, man. We improvise, we embrace, you know, other cultures and try to put the music out, man. And like I said, we global, man. You know, live mixtapes.
Dropping tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? It's dropping tomorrow,
What's
man.
tomorrow? Tomorrow is
13th.
October 13th,
Friday the 13th.
2023.
Yes, sir.
Friday the 13th.
It comes
Yes,
out.
sir.
Dawn, what is it called?
Hey, there you go. And not only that, man, check this out, man. I'm actually dropping 2 mixtapes on this platform tomorrow, man.
Word?
You know, yes, sir.
So the Bollywood and
Sniper versus the world, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So shout out to Sniper, Rafe Talk,
Shout out
man.
Sniper.
Yeah, man, you already know, man.
All right, hey, President, welcome back to the game.
Hey,
man,
you
my
already
boy.
know, man.
Hey.
Look, man, we bringing live mixtape. We bringing the mixtape game back. You heard what I'm saying? We bringing the real DJs back. You feel me? What I'm saying? Who passionate and regardless of everything, man. Look, man, we bringing that meaningful fucking music back. That shit meaning, man. You feel me what I'm saying? We tired of all the trash. We tired of this, man. Real DJs are coming out,
real
man.
music.
You feel me? Real music are coming out, man. And stay tuned, man. We got a lot of things on the way, man.
Touching the
You feel
world,
me what
man.
I'm saying?
Y'all, that is
Like,
live
for real,
mixtapes.
man.
Pesh, my boy DJ Prezi, my new partner right here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I appreciate y'all fellas pulling up, man. Pesh, I know you're
Appreciate the
shooting
time.
out of town and everything like that, so I just appreciate you taking some time
Thank you.
coming up here just to kick it with me for a little bit.
Absolutely.
We're going to make sure the world hears this. We're going to make sure the world hears this. Y'all make sure y'all download that Live Mixtapes app. Get that Bollywood, that Trapical.
That DJ Presidential,
Hey.
Afrobeat, you Latin, man, you know, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
All that. Live Mixtapes app. It's What's Now with your boy John Marshall.